One of the most difficult problems with spatial data is when you have data in two projections. And we have a KML file that was created, and the projection for this file is unprojected data. It's WGS84, and so there are no linear units for this data. Everything that if I use this coordinate system, all of my information is going to come out in degrees, which is not very useful for analysis. However, this school district data that I received, or that Sharon got from her school district, is in a projected coordinate system, and it has units in feet. So this is a great projection to use. Now, if I just want to look at my data, I can set the computer to enable projection on the fly. And you can see now that my school KML file lines up fine where it didn't before. However, if I want to do anything other than just look at my data, I need my projections to match. I'm going to go back and zoom to the extent. So I'm going to turn off Enable on the Fly just so you can see the differences. Okay, so now again this polygon you can't see it. It's somewhere floating out here in space, but it's definitely not lined up with my school district. So what I need to do is I need to create a new layer of my high school polygon that's in the same projection as my school district. And so this is something that you would need to do with your data before you give it to your students. You would want to give them a folder and have all of the data in the same projected coordinate system. So to do that, I'm going to right-click Cloverdale High School KML, and I'm going to choose Save As, and I want to save it as an Esri shapefile rather than a KML. I'm going to put it in, I've already done this once, so I'm going to call this High School Number 2. And you want to make sure that the encoding is UTF-8. I have no clue what that means. I just know that if I set that, it works. Then the next thing I need to do is to choose the correct coordinate system that I want this new file to be using. And so I can click Browse, and I can choose the file that my school district data is. And I can see that here it says, down here it says US feet, so I'm not measuring in degrees, I'm measuring in feet. And choose OK, choose OK. And it tells me that my new file has been created. And if I go to add this data, I now have two shape files. One I created earlier, this is the one I just created. And when I open that, this should line up exactly where I need this over my other data. And so this is really important as you prepare data for your students. I would find one coordinate system that you know is working, and then reproject everything into that folder into the same coordinate system.